Okay, look, there are over 7 billion people on Earth, and all of us, with the exception of some sea captains and all of the short straw citizens of North Dakota, are crammed together into the relatively tiny area of inhabitable space on this ball. And it's crowded, and it's uncomfortable, and it's very, very easy to just be in the way. Thankfully, there are built-in tacit rules for crowded public spaces to ensure everything keeps running smoothly and to keep us from clumsily interjecting ourselves into one another's lives. But here's the thing. You're f***ing it up. You haven't paid attention, and now you're an obstacle to everyone around you. The rules can't be tacit anymore because apparently if they aren't said explicitly, no one pays attention. So, going forward, when you are driving or walking or just waiting in public, please consider these, at the very least, the 5 basic rules of etiquette. And if at any point you find yourself thinking, what's this guy's problem? I've never been annoyed by any of this stuff. Let me be perfectly clear. You are the problem. Number 1, if you're waiting in line, have a plan when you get to the front of that line. Whether you're waiting to order food or to exit a parking structure or to just get a seat on a plane, have a goddamn strategy in mind, because when it's your turn, everyone is counting on you. They are rooting for you to get it right. Know what you want to eat. Know where your ticket is. Know which bag is going in the overhead and which one is going under your feet. Because if you get to the front and you are immediately bewildered by all of the sudden accountability thrust on you, then you have actively contributed to suffering in the world. Also, different places have different lines. If you're at a hometown buffet, feel free to get right up in the ass of the person in front of you scooping chocolate pudding into their soup. But if you're at a drugstore or a bank or a bookstore, there's a built-in buffer of at least 5 feet between the person doing their business and the rest of the line. They are not waiting for some other bullshit that does not pertain to you. Don't jump in front. This buffer exists because no one is psyched about sharing the particulars of their trip to the pharmacy or bank with another person. And if you're wondering how bookstores got grandfathered into this grand tradition, great question. Please write it down on a piece of paper and keep it in your pocket. Keep it forever. Number 2, if you're walking in a crowd, stop stopping. Stop it. Stop stopping. Be aware of the fact that people are walking around you and behind you, and they have assumed that you too have selected this mode of transportation to get somewhere. When you stop in your tracks to look at your phone or to talk to someone or to just have a little think, you have created a wake of inconvenience behind you. You don't even realize it, but there are people hunched and contorting their entire bodies over your motionless body, trying not to touch a goddamn stranger torso first. Which leads us to rule number 3. Don't touch strangers. Don't touch them. Don't touch their clothes. Don't touch their shit. Don't touch their babies. Don't touch their bellies when you think that there might be babies in those bellies. Nobody touch each other. Being touched by a stranger can ruin your entire day. Obviously, kisses on the neck don't count. Number 4, respect blind left corners. When you are walking around a left corner, you're not shaving off time by shortcutting your angle of approach and hugging the corner, Nicky Lauda. You're turning yourself into a liability for anyone coming the other direction. See, all pedestrians, whether we realize it or not, pedest like we're piloting human-shaped cars. Our natural inclination is to walk on the right side of a hallway or a sidewalk, while people coming the other direction walk on our left. When you approach left corner, it's your obligation to give it a wide berth to avoid collision. And more importantly, to keep society from collapsing into pure anarchy. And before any of you complain, yes, if you live in Great Britain or one of the many other countries where everyone drives on the opposite side of the road, then obviously you switch. Yeah, soccer's called football there. Oh, Americans are fat. Fucking Marmite. Let it go. And finally, number 5, don't throw stuff out your car window. Come on, what are you doing? Cigarettes? Fast food remnants? What's that? Clumps of hair? Clumps of human hair? Stop throwing hair out your window. It's for birds to make a nest. If you really believe that, then save all of it, make a pile of it outside your front door, and leave it there. You won't, because that's fucking gross. So instead, it's tangled around my windshield wipers. Also, the birds are fine. They don't need your help. That's just a cheap excuse to go on believing that the portion of the world behind you ceases to exist after you travel through it. And it doesn't. It's still there, and it's alive and rich with people who hate you. If we can all just agree to follow these very simple rules, it won't change the world, but I think it will make it just a little bit more tolerable, which I think is a pretty good goal. If we could just... What is that? Why are you barefoot? Is he barefoot? Why don't you have any shoes on? It helps your gait? Oh no, F this. I'm done. No, you're on your own. I'm sorry. This is stupid.
Thanks for watching whatever that was. Hope you liked it. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and click like if you didn't know that that was a possibility. And in the comments, if you could list maybe your 10 favorite videos from Cracked, and we'll make a playlist for you.